Good morning, students. Balancing equation we were doing. Half reaction method. Acidic medium we had already balanced. Now the last topic of this chapter, that is how to balance redox reaction in basic medium by half reaction method. After that we have in this chapter redox reaction as a basis for titration, then limitation of oxidation number, redox reaction and electrode process, that is all cancelled. And that we will do in 12th standard also, so there is no problem. It is there in 12th standard, clear? So the last topic of this chapter is how to balance redox reaction in basic medium. It is almost similar, acidic and basic medium. There is just one difference. So let's see how to balance redox reaction by in basic medium by half reaction method. Clear? Now we are taking reaction as P4, a textbook question only, plus OH minus gives PH3 plus H2PO2 minus. In our book it is given as HPO2 minus. Make it correct. It is H2PO2 minus. Question number 8.19A of our textbook, 8.19A. Okay. This we have to balance by half reaction method in basic medium. It is given that it is in basic medium. Just we have to find out, we have to balance it by half reaction method. Now, if you see this equation, first of all, we have to calculate the oxidation numbers. The first step is calculate oxidation number. Of all the elements. All elements. Reaction लिखो वापस. OH minus PH3 plus H2PO2 minus. P4 oxidation number will be 0 because it is neutral molecule and it has no charge. So oxidation number will be 0. In PH3, if we find out, hydrogen has +1, phosphorus will be -3. If you place hydrogen +1, what is the oxidation state of phosphorus? -3. In H2PO2 minus, we know oxygen is -2, hydrogen is +1. Now we can find out for phosphorus. निकाल के देखो, H2PO2 minus. So 2 plus phosphorus X, oxygen -2, that is equal to -1. So 2 plus X minus 4 equal -1. X equal -1 plus 2. So it will be +1. So oxidation state of phosphorus in H2PO2 minus is +1. This is salt of anion of hypophosphorus acid. So इसका नाम होगा hypophosphite ion. H2PO2 minus is known as hypophosphite ion. Now we had find out oxidation number of all the elements. And we can see that only the oxidation number of phosphorus changes. Hydrogen, oxygen, if we write here, then it is +1 and -2 only. So there is no change in oxidation number of oxygen and hydrogen. There is change in oxidation number of only phosphorus. सिर्फ phosphorus का oxidation number ही change हो रहा है. This is a type of disproportionation reaction. Phosphorus oxidation number decreases also, increases also in this compound. So it is a type of disproportionation redox reaction. So whenever we have disproportionation redox reaction, what we have to do? We have to write reactant two times because P4 only reduce and P4 only oxidize. So write down P4 two times and then start balancing. This way we can write. Because only one reactant undergo oxidation and reduction. So we have to write it twice. P4 plus P4, nothing else. PH3 We are not adding anything else. कोई और थोड़ी हम ऐड कर रहे हैं इसमें, जो रिएक्टेंट है उसी को 2 बार लिखते हैं. So there is no difference because we are balancing only. We can write 2 times, 3 times. हाँ, अगर P4 की जगह हम H2O लिखते हैं या कोई और फास्फोरस का कंपाउंड लिखते हैं H3PO4, तो हम गलत कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि रिएक्शंस के साथ हम कोई भी रिएक्टेंट हमारी तरफ से हम ऐड और सब्ट्रैक्ट नहीं कर सकते. But already the reactant is there, so we can write it twice. Why we are writing? Because it is disproportionation redox reaction, and in that type of reaction only one substance get oxidized and reduced, so we have to write it 2 times. OH minus क्यों नहीं लिखा? Because reaction in basic medium only. For balancing hydrogen we will add OH minus, so there is no need of OH minus right now. Now in half reaction method, what is step 2? Write down oxidation numbers: 0, 0, phosphorus minus 3, and phosphorus here it is plus 1. Now what we have to do? We have to divide them into 2 parts because it is half reaction method. So second step is divide oxidation, reduction, reaction. Divide oxidation and reduction, half reaction. Redox is there, just we have to divide it into oxidation and reduction. How to divide? This is oxidation number increase, P4 to this, P4 to H2PO2 minus. Oxidation number increase from 0 to plus 1. So this is oxidation half reaction. And in second one, P4 to PH3. Oxidation number 0 to minus 3. As oxidation number decreases, it is reduction half reaction. Reduction half reaction. So what we did, just we divide this equation into 2 parts. Because the name is half reaction method, so we have to make it into 2 halves. First, oxidation half reaction, reduction half reaction. In oxidation half reaction, oxidation number increase, obvious. Oxidation number increase, then it is oxidation half reaction. And reduction reaction increase means it is reduction half reaction. So we had divided it into 2. Now we have to balance it. How to balance? First we have to balance oxygen for water by water molecule, and then we have to balance hydrogen by adding H plus. In basic medium also, first we have to add H plus, and then one more step we have to do because the reaction is basic medium, otherwise it is same. So we had divided it into 2 parts. Now the next step, okay, balance oxygen by water molecule and hydrogen by H plus ions. Step 3. Balance oxygen by adding H2O, addition of H2O, and hydrogen by adding H plus. By adding H plus. We have to add oxygen to balance, we have to add water to balance oxygen, and we have to add H plus to balance hydrogen in these 2 equations. Chaliye karte balance. Equations are P4, oxidation reduction. Step 3 is not balance oxygen. Step 3 is first balance atoms. Balance atoms other than hydrogen and oxygen. Other than hydrogen and oxygen. We'll do that one. First, we'll have to balance atoms other than hydrogen and oxygen. Our equation was P4 H2PO2 minus. Oxidation and reduction was P4 PH3. See here 4 phosphorus atoms, we have to write here 4. Here 4 phosphorus atoms, we have to write 4. So before balancing oxygen and hydrogen, we have to balance the atoms which are already, whose oxidation number changes. So we balance here phosphorus. Okay. Now we will balance oxygen and hydrogen by adding water and H plus. चलिए काउंट करते हैं. यहाँ पे तो ऑक्सीजन है नहीं. यहाँ पे कितने ऑक्सीजन है टोटल? 8 oxygen atoms are there. 4 2s are 8. So we have to add 8 H2O this side. We have to add 8 H2O this side. Gives 4 H2PO2 minus. यहाँ पे छेद नहीं oxygen. So no need to balance oxygen because oxygen is not there. P4 4PH3. Neither oxygen on reactant side nor on product side. So no need to add water molecule in the second equation. Now we have to balance hydrogen. Count hydrogen first. Here 16 hydrogen atoms are there. Here 4 2s are 8 hydrogen atoms are there. આમાં તો છે નહીં. આમાં કેટલા છે? 16. 8 2s are 16. यहाँ पे है 4 2s are 8. So we have to add 8H plus this side. It's not in acidic medium, it is in basic medium. But first we will add H plus to balance hydrogen as if we were doing in acidic medium. Only one step we have to add for basic medium that we'll do right now. So first we are adding H plus to balance hydrogen. Now see hydrogen balanced. 8 2s are 16, 4 2s are 8 and 8, 16. It is balanced. Here hydrogen नहीं है 6 नहीं है कितना है 12. So we have to add 12H plus this side. 12H plus P4 gives 4PH3. What we had done after calculating, after dividing oxidation reduction reaction, first we have to balance atoms other than hydrogen and oxygen. So phosphorus we balanced here. Then to balance oxygen, water molecule is added wherever necessary. So here we added water molecule. Then to balance hydrogen, what we have to do? We have to add H plus. So in both the equations, hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus balanced. Now in basic medium, what we have to do? Equal number of OH minus, जितने H plus आपने ऐड किए हैं, equal number of OH minus आपको दोनों तरफ ऐड करने हैं. जितने H plus आपने ऐड किए हैं, both the side we have to add equal number of OH minus. So next step, very important for basic medium. Step 5, add OH minus equal to number of H plus both the sides. दोनों साइड ऐड करना है. रिएक्शन के दोनों साइड आपको ऐड करना है इक्वल नंबर में OH माइनस. जैसे देखिए यहाँ पे मैंने इधर 8H plus ऐड किया है, तो 8OH minus both the side we have to add. So this equation become 8OH minus 8H2O plus P4 gives 4H2PO2 minus 8H plus already there. We have to add 8OH minus this side also. दोनों साइड आपको OH minus ऐड करना है. देखिए इधर पे 8H plus था, so 8OH minus आपको दोनों साइड ऐड करना है. For example, in this equation, 12H plus is there, 12OH minus we have to add both the side. So this is 12H plus, we have to add 12OH minus plus P4 gives 4PH3 is already there. Here also we have to add 12OH minus. So what is this rule? For basic medium only we have to do this. Because in acidic medium we require H plus and that we had already added. Now in basic medium we have to add OH minus. કેટલા? તો જેટલા H plus તમે add કર્યા હોય એટલા OH minus તમારે બે side add કરી દેવાનું. Clear? હવે શું થાય H plus અને OH minus એટલે H2O થાય we know that H plus જોઈ લો શું કરવાના છીએ આપણે we know that H plus OH minus इसलिए क्या होता है H2 we know that water dissociate to give H plus and OH minus suppose we have 2H plus 2OH minus we will write 2H2 suppose we have 4H plus 4OH minus we can combine them and write 4H2 understood H plus OH minus combine to form water suppose we have 2H plus and 2OH minus we can write 2H2 suppose we have 4H plus 4OH minus we have to write 4H2 here also 8H plus 8OH minus so instead of this what we can write 8H2O here 12H plus 12OH minus what we can write 12H2O so after writing this equation becomes 8OH minus plus H2O 8H2O plus P4 gives 4H2PO2 minus अब इन दोनों की जगह क्या लिख देंगे पर 8H2O 8H plus 8OH minus 8H2 here also 12H plus 12OH minus we can write 12H2 plus P4 gives 4PH3 12OH minus what we had done students OH minus base side add કર્યા હતા equal अगर H plus and OH minus હોય તો એની જગ્યાએ શું લખી શકાય H2O so we had done H plus OH minus together made H2 we can cut 8H2O 8H2O both sides so we can cut it after this the equation become 8OH minus P4 gives 4H2PO2 minus that's it and यहाँ तो कुछ कट हो नहीं रहा है so we can write P4 plus 12H2O gives 4PH3 plus 12OH minus clear now the next step अगर दोनों साइड H2O है तो we can cut जैसे आप algebraic equation में करते थे x दोनों साइड हो तो उसको कट कर सकते हैं if y is on both the side we can cut it so similarly 8H2O 8H2O cut अब आता है last step that is to balance charges by adding electrons so next step is balance charges by adding electrons पहले काउंट कर लेते हैं फिर ऐड कर लेते हैं 8OH minus plus P4 gives 4H2PO2 minus second equation become P4 12H2O 4PH3 plus 12OH minus अब चार्ज काउंट करके इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऐड करने हैं यहाँ पे 8 है -8 how much charge -8 here -4 -8 -4 कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे -8 -4 का डिफरेंस 4 so 4 electron we have to add this side because it is oxidation and in oxidation electrons are lost so electrons will be added on the product side here इसमें तो कोई चार्ज है नहीं न्यूट्रल है यहाँ पे है कितना है -12 so we have to add 12 electron on reactant side because reduction is a process in which electrons are gained oxidation is a process where electrons are lost reduction is a process where electrons are gained so always difference के बराबर electrons oxidation में product side इसमें reactant side आपको add करना है then now the last step is what is last step electrons को same करना है for that we have to multiply equation by suitable multiple in order to make electron same जैसे यहाँ पे 4 है यहाँ पे 12 है अगर मैं इसको 3 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दूं इस इक्वेशन को तो 12 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो जाएंगे. So next step is multiply oxidation reaction by 3 so that number of electrons becomes same. So that number of electron becomes same, equal. Oxidation reduction બે માં electron equal હોવા જોઈએ. Equal કરવા માટે આને આપણે 3 થી મલ્ટીપ્લાય કરી લેવું. જો આને આપણે 3 થી મલ્ટીપ્લાય કરશું શું થઈ જશે? 8 3 is 24OH minus 3P4, 4 3 is 12H2PO2 minus, and this would be 12 electron. इसको तो मल्टीप्लाई करने की जरूरत नहीं है, एज इट इज लिख दीजिए. 12H2O 12 electron gives 4pH3 plus 12OH minus. Electron same होना चाहिए. The number of electron in oxidation and reduction must be same. If it is not same, you have to multiply by suitable multiple. So we had multiplied by 3, so it will become 12. એટલું આ જ 3 થી મલ્ટીપ્લાય ન થાય, આખી ઇક્વેશન 3 થી મલ્ટીપ્લાય થાય. તો આખી ઇક્વેશન ને આપણે 3 થી મલ્ટીપ્લાય કરીએ એટલે હવે શું કરવાનું? બે ઇક્વેશન ને એડ કરી દેવાની. So on adding oxidation reduction we get redox reaction. करो add. Last step, add oxidation and reduction reaction to get the valence redox reaction. Add oxidation reduction reaction. चलो पहले ऑक्सीडेशन लिख देते हैं. 24OH minus 3P4 gives 12H2PO2 minus plus 12 electron. रिडक्शन लिख दो. P4 12H2O plus 12 electron gives 4pH3 plus 12OH minus. चलिए करते हैं इनको ऐड. दोनों साइड अगर है तो कैंसिल हो जाएंगे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. यहाँ पे 24OH माइनस है, यहाँ पे 12OH माइनस है. 24 है और 12 है, तो हम इस 12 को कट करके यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं 12OH minus. This 3P4 and P4 can be added as 4P4. So 4P4 12OH minus 12H2O gives 4pH3 plus 12H2PO2 minus. This is our balanced redox reaction. What we had done? Electron same थे इसलिए कैंसिल कर दिया. अब यहाँ पे 12OH minus है, यहाँ पे 24OH minus है, सेम है तो अपन कट कर सकते हैं. एक तरफ 4x है, एक तरफ 2x, तो हम इधर लाके माइनस करते हैं कि नहीं? तो इसको इधर लाके माइनस किया तो 12OH minus बचेगा, बाकी सबको ऐड कर दिया. 3x और x हो तो we can write 4x. तो 3P4 और P4 है तो what we can write? 4P4. Now we can see that in this equation 4 is common. तो 4 रहता मैं कॉमन काढी तो कैंसिल कर दियो. બધા रिएक्टेंट प्रोडक्ट ने 4 થી डिवाइड कर दियो तो इक्वेशन बता P4 3OH minus 3H2O gives pH3 plus 3H2PO2 minus. This is our balanced equation in the basic medium. This is very important. Many times whenever board exams were there, this was asked. This equation is important. Clear, students? This way, in basic medium, we can balance equation by half reaction method. Now, one more example we will do so that you can better understand half reaction method in basic medium. चलिए एक और इक्वेशन करते हैं हम बेसिक मीडियम में. Practice it well, not very difficult. Only remember steps, how to balance charge and all. It is easy. Clear? So next equation we are doing as for this basic medium we are writing. Okay. IO3 minus plus HSO3 minus. IO3 minus HSO3 minus, then gives SO4 2 minus and H2O. SO4 2 minus H2O. This we have to balance in basic medium. How we have to balance it in basic medium? What is first step? Find out oxidation number. -2, iodine का find करो 5 मिलेगा. Here hydrogen is 1, oxygen -2. सल्फर का find कीजिए कितना मिलता है? HSO3 minus, hydrogen is +1, X -6 -1. So X would be, this is 5 और उधर जाएगा तो 4. X का जाएगा 4. यहाँ पे सल्फर का होगा 6 because oxygen is -2 and water is +1 and -2. Now you know how to write oxidation numbers. You can. So IO3 minus में iodine का +5 और इधर I2 लेना है. And I2 में oxidation number 0. Iodine का oxidation number 0. Hydrogen oxygen oxidation number not changing, only sulfur and iodine oxidation number changing. Clear? Now what we have to do? Divide it into 2. Oxidation and reduction. पहले oxidation लिखते हैं. HSO3 minus से SO4 2 minus बन रहा है क्योंकि यहाँ पे oxidation number 4 है और यहाँ पे 6 हो रहा है. Means it is oxidation half reaction. And reduction would be IO3 minus 2 I2. This is reduction half reaction because oxidation number decreased from 5 to 0. So first is oxidation half reaction and second is the reduction half reaction. Now what we have to do? Balance the atoms other than hydrogen and oxygen. So other than hydrogen, oxygen is sulfur and it is already balanced. Here IO3 minus and I2. So iodine we have to balance. So it would be 2 IO3 minus gives I2 and this would be as it is. HSO3 minus gives SO4 2 minus. We have to balance atoms other than hydrogen and oxygen and that we had done. Now what we have to do? Balance oxygen by water, hydrogen by H plus. Count oxygen here 3, here 4. So one difference 3 and 4. So we have to add one H2O this side. H2O, HSO3 minus, SO4 2 minus. In this equation 6 oxygen, यहाँ पे 0. So this side we have to add 6 H2O. IO3 minus I2 plus 6 H2O. To balance oxygen, we are adding water molecule. Okay. Now hydrogen balance करने के लिए H plus add करना है. यहाँ पे है hydrogen, बिल्कुल है 2 और 1 3. So 3H plus this side. H2O, HSO3 minus, SO4 2 minus, 3H plus. Why we are adding 3H plus? Because here 3 hydrogen atoms are there और यहाँ पे नहीं. इसमें कितना होगा? 12H. So here we have to add 12H plus. 2 IO3 minus gives I2 plus 6H2O. Nothing we had done. पहले किया था वही किया है. Oxygen balanced by water molecule and hydrogen balanced by H plus. Now as this reaction in basic medium, what we have to do? Equal number of OH minus you have to add both the sides. जैसे 3H plus इधर है तो 3OH minus दोनों side. 12H plus here है तो 12OH minus both the sides. So करो add. This is H2O. HSO3 minus gives SO4 2 minus. यहाँ पे 3H plus है, आपको 3OH minus और ऐड करना है. दोनों साइड ऐड करना है. इस साइड किया, इस साइड भी ऐड करना है. Clear? Same here. 12H plus, add 12OH minus also. Plus 2IO3 minus gives I2, 6H2O, 12OH minus. Both the side you have to add. OH माइनस H प्लस के बराबर दोनों साइड आपको ऐड करना है। अब क्या बताया था? 3H plus 3OH minus can be written as 3H2O. 12H plus 12OH minus can be written as 12H2O. लिखो H plus OH minus is water molecule. Write down. This equation become H2O HSO3 minus plus 3OH minus gives SO4 2 minus plus 3H2O. And second equation, this would be 12H2O plus 2IO3 minus gives I2 6H2O plus 12OH minus. Now what we have to do? We can write H2O and 3H2O दोनों साइड कट करके इसको तो लिख सकते हो आप। यहाँ पे 12 है, यहाँ पे 6 है, इसको कट करके यहाँ पे 6 लिख सकते हो। Equation become HSO3 minus 3OH minus gives SO4 2 minus plus 2H2O, and here 6H2O 2IO3 minus gives I2 12OH minus. Now you have to balance charges. After balancing charges, you have to write, you have to multiply to make them equal, electrons equal, and then add, and you get the redox reaction. This is an homework you have to do. What? Balance charge by electrons. To make electrons same, multiply equation by suitable multiple, then add oxidation reduction reaction, you will get the balance reaction. That you have to do in homework. Complete કરીને બતાવવાનું કાલે. Okay? આપણે જીરમાં એક દિવસ practice કરશું, and then we will start with new chapter. All 4